Welcome to NaNoWriMo, week 2. So it was daylight savings this weekend. I thought I'll just, set my clock for 5 and it'll feel like 6. I'll get an hour of writing in this morning before I go to work. And that didn't happen. The alarm went off at 5, and when I looked at the clock, it was 5:46. So I didn't write this morning like I intended, but the two things I plan to do are to work on, number one, I need a MacGuffin for Bruce, and number two, I need to do the expanded logline. So the MacGuffin has to be the reason that Bruce goes over to Silicon Valley, from Santa Cruz to Silicon Valley. It's to get something for his mom, because his mom won't drive over the hill, and he's a good guy and he's going to do that for his mom. And originally I had it where the store was closed, and it was kind of like they went over there for no reason, and then they had to head back, and then the crash happens. I think it would be more interesting if it's something he actually does get that acts as a kind of mentor's gift in a way, like it helps them out in the final battle. So it's got to be something small that he can carry on his person. And I don't know what it is. And it would have to be something that you can't find easily in Santa Cruz County, but you can find over in Silicon Valley, specifically Santana Row, because I do want to put that in the script. Then as far as the expanded logline goes, the expanded logline includes the theme, and I do not have a solid grasp on my theme, unfortunately. A lot of times when people are writing, the theme comes to them out of what they are writing. I don't think a lot of people go and saying, this is my theme and this is how the story's going to go. I mean, it would be great if they did, because it'd be a lot easier to write things. It's all in the prep. But this story has evolved where it was initially about, well, why can't we have, a public transportation, a train that goes under the mountains so people don't have to drive over the hill, over Highway 17, because there's so many accidents. And then it developed into where I learned more about the people who actually built the railroads were the Chinese workers back in the late 1800s, and they were hired because they were paid less, and the white people did not consider them to be like human, basically. They treated them as like expendable kind of slave labor, and it was horrible. So then now it's kind of developed into a theme about racism against the Chinese, and then Ming is the main character, so it really has to be more about her theme. So I was thinking, well, maybe it could be about her own internal racism against her own culture, because I knew someone in New York who was from South America, and he was completely biased against his own culture. Like, if anyone spoke Spanish to him, he would answer back in English. And so, of course, through the events that happened, then Ming is going to kind of soften up on her stance. And then there's the whole thing of how realistic is that? Because I'm not a Chinese woman, I don't know enough cultural things. There's someone on YouTube who, she's in Canada, but she was born in China, and she does all these videos about, how bad these movies with Chinese characters are, because the people that wrote them don't know what they're talking about. I was actually thinking of contacting her to discuss this. But anyway, yeah, so if I'm going to get a complete logline, it would be really good if I really knew what my theme is. So that's it for today. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Day 9, NaNoWriMo. I did not work on Highway 17, but I have been working on getting the table read ready for Dumpster Donna for tomorrow. Had one person who had to drop out, got a new person in. It's been kind of a hectic day. Got to send the Zoom link out to everyone tonight, and then we'll do the table read tomorrow, and it will be awesome. And this lighting there, that's the Paramount effect, the butterfly effect. I learned that in my lighting class. NaNoWriMo day 10. So I woke up this morning to 2 emails, one good, one not so good. So the bad news was one of my readers for the table read tonight had overbooked herself. So she wanted to know if I could find someone else. Luckily, I had 2 backups. I used one of them yesterday. And so I contacted the other one this morning. Haven't heard back yet, see if he can do it. Now, the role was for a female. So if he takes the role, either he's going to just be a part of a gay couple, or he can just, read the lines in a high-pitched voice. I don't care. So, but the good email was that Enoch edited the lighting project from Saturday, and it was so good that I already uploaded it to this channel as a standalone, but I will put it at the end of this weekly vlog as well. So that turned out really well, for all the problems we were having, not being able to shoot the Highway 17 scene. This last minute idea worked. So tonight's the table read. After that, I will be able to start working on Highway 17. I might put in a few clips from the table read here as well. And action.
Dumpster Donna, a Model Citizen by Cherie.
Yes, and did you know that when Madonna moved to New York, she had to eat French fries out of a garbage can? Is that what you want? To eat the French fries out of a garbage can?
Her father picks up a fat steak chip from his plate and points it at her.
You want to eat this out of a garbage can?
No, Dad, stop it. I'm not going to eat French fries out of a garbage can. Jeez.
Spare change. Spare change.
More pedestrians stop at the light, ignoring the homeless man. The smoking Eurotrash man joins them. He takes one last puff of his skinny cigarette and throws it on the ground. The homeless man dives for it. Donna sees this and watches with horror as the homeless man picks up the cigarette and puts it in his mouth.
Oh, gross.
5-second rule.
Interior corner bodega day. 3 packages of top ramen are grabbed from the shelf. This is my story now. Donna hands a $1 bill to the clerk, grabs her ramen, and leaves.
But, if you're looking for more work, why not try background acting?
I can't act.
You don't have to know how to act. You just walk around in the background. You're a model. You know how to walk, right?
Duh.
And with a face like yours, I'm sure you could get started right away.
My roster's full.
Well, I beg to differ. We're missing something in our diversity group.
Look, we've got Leticia, Juanita, and Chang Chang.
But we have no plus size models.
Please, do we have to?
Well, we have to if we want to appear progressive and with the times.
Have you ever heard of the Friggans?
No.
Well, that's what we are.
We dumpster dive.
Donna frowns.
Everything we ate tonight was going to be thrown away, but we rescued it.
Donna looks like she's about to be sick. Castle heads into the kitchen. Castle puts her bag of leftovers in the refrigerator and pauses. It's full of more food than she's ever seen.
Wow, where'd you get all this stuff?
Donna enters the kitchen with an almost empty plate of food.
Don't ask. The bananas are off, though.
Castle examines the unused bananas on the counter, while Donna dumps a semi-eaten one in the trash.
That's because they're plantains, not bananas. You have to cook them. Why did you buy plantains if you didn't know how to fix them?
Well, it's... I think you'll find this funny.
The film crew stands around a brightly lit fast food kitchen set. Donna, front and center, wears a chef's hat and apron. She speaks directly to the camera.
So come on down to our kitchen where every day is Friday.
Donna thrusts a place of French fries right up to the camera's lens.
Hello, this is Guy Gilden from Golden Hour Photography.
Like Google's Golden Hour Photography Images.
Yes, Mr. Gilden, how can we be of service?
Well, I was interested in hiring one of your models, Donna Derringer.
Blake pulls up Guy's website, clicks on the models link, and sees Donna's pictures.
Have we spoken before?
No.
What's the project?
It's about social issues for a new media project.
Oh, we don't do new media.
It's legit.
You can't afford us.
What's the price?
Sorry, Donna's schedule's really full anyway.
You're brushing me off?
Bye.
Except
Asshole.
Hippie.
Right now, with your weight and measurements, you've fallen out of the plus size category.
Donna puts down her fork, concerned.
Keep eating, doll.
Donna slowly begins to eat again.
Now, we all know that you'll never be able to get down to the normal size 0-2 range.
Nick nods, Donna nods.
So right now, you're in model limbo. There's no category for you. You're a normal person.
Ew, boring. So boring.
The executive producer on the shoot intercepts the protesters.
I'm sorry, but we're shooting a commercial here. You will have to leave.
Yeah, commercial to get more people to buy your poison products.
Oh, hey, isn't that Donna?
Guy overhears it, in the direction of Bobby's indicating. Donna can no longer hide as the beauty team finishes up and disperses. Donna is out in the open, looking like a deer in the headlights.
Donna! Hey, Donna! It's okay, I know her.
Guy runs over to Donna.
Oh, hi, Guy.
What are you doing here? Did you hear about the protest or something?
Donna stares at Guy, mute. Guy realizes Donna is all dressed up with hair and makeup.
Wait, you're acting in the commercial?
I'm out of money and it's a job.
But this company stands for everything we're fighting against.
Everything you're fighting against.
I thought you were on my side. This is just sickening.
Come on, Guy. Don't be so high and mighty. What about your photography? All that equipment and the chemicals you have to use. You're not exactly leaving a great footprint there.
Wow, rich.
Guy,
Guy turns.
we have to go. They have a shooting permit to secure the area.
Defeated, Guy turns back to Donna.
You know, I'm not perfect, but I try. I really try.
She looks back at the carton of fries sitting on the top of the trash can and fishes it out. She stuffs a handful of fries in her mouth. The homeless man sees this.
Gross.
5-second rule.
NaNoWriMo day 11. So the table read went well last night, and it helped me figure out a couple of things. I'm not going to need a lot of changes. There was one joke that didn't land, and I'm just going to take it out. It's like a 3-line banter between people, and then a punchline that just doesn't work. So I will remove that. And some of my action blocks didn't go so smoothly, so I'm going to look at that. We recorded it. So I'm going to go back through the recording, and wherever the narrator kind of paused or had to go back and repeat something, those are the lines I'm going to change to make flow better. So we had to stop in the middle for a break, and then we had some volume issues, little things like that. So I'm going to do some editing on it just to get rid of that extraneous stuff. And then I will post it to this channel. So I'm not sure when I'll get it up, but that will come sometime soon. Now I also have the pitch deck for Frankie Chase, which I did a little, I got a voiceover for, and I'm going to put that up on the channel as well. So that's about it for today. I'm really gonna have to look at the Highway 17 script tonight. If not tonight, then tomorrow. NaNoWriMo day 12. I want to shoot in front of this house because I love it. Oh, see? Bad lighting. Anyway, that's such a cute house. All right, so on to the next project. I did pack my log line to work on today during my lunch break, and I also am going to try to do the scene from my script for my final lighting project. I've already put out feelers for that for actors, so hopefully it will work better this time. I'd really like to shoot it. And so as far as the lighting class goes, I missed 2 on the midterm. That's okay. And I got full marks for my Michael Fiumignari paper, so that was good. And yeah, just getting ready to work on all the new stuff now. NaNoWriMo, day 13. This is going to be a real quick one. I am exhausted. I went to work at 6 a.m. this morning to get some extra overtime hours. It's Saturday. And then I went and saw Eternals, which was okay, but I really would have rather rewatched Last Night in Soho. So for my script, I need to take away some characters and introduce another one. And I also need to beef up the part of the main antagonistic force, which is the ghost, Awo. Because I realize he hasn't been scaring them or putting them in danger as much as, he should in a horror story. So those are the things I'm going to work on tomorrow. And you know what? Tomorrow I'm also going to watch Dune because I still haven't seen Dune. All right, see you then. NaNoWriMo, day 14. And today was only the second day during the whole month that I have opened up the final draft file, and I actually did work on the script. Yay! So I did what I was talking about last night, where I made the ghost of Awo more menacing. And what he does is he makes Mountain Charlie go away, who is the one protecting the little cabin where Ming and Bruce are resting in order to get the train in the morning. And so yeah, they're talking to each other inside, and you see Mountain Charlie circling, and every time he passes a window, the lamp kind of goes around, and you can hear his footsteps going around. Change of lighting for dramatic effect. And then, as they're talking about Bruce's past, where all his male ancestors on his dad's side had died on the hill, and Ming suggests, well, sounds like a curse, which of course he doesn't think twice about. And she's talking about how she's supposed to go play the piano at her grandparents' funeral service, and she's not too happy about it. And then you hear this whistling, like the whistling will kind of grow and get bigger. And it's the tune, the famous In the Gloaming that I'm using to show all these different points in time, like something bad always happens when you hear In the Gloaming. And then all of a sudden you don't hear Mountain Charlie's footsteps, his lamp goes out, and they're kind of left in the dark, because their lamps will go out too. I got to set it up though that maybe there's not enough oil, so it seems more natural. But and then they don't hear anything. And then jump scare. Awo's image is in one of the windows, and it's just the moonlight behind him, so it's just silhouette. That's as far as I got. But now he has to do some kind of really antagonistic type things. So that's where I am today, and got to do just a bunch of mundane chores right now. I'm going to the grocery store. Got to iron my clothes, got to type up and turn in the weekly lecture notes for the lighting class. And hopefully I'll get that all done by noon so that I can watch Dune. Dune at noon. Anyway, I will see you next week for the next weekly update for NaNoWriMo. And right now I'm going to put on the project number 2 that we shot last weekend. Enjoy.
I hate you. I hate you.